guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. This is the spring update. This is still in beta and we have just connected on to Worcester over here. I need to put my HUD back on. Let's do that. Click, 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 click. There we go. Now, Colorado Springs is not running as many passengers as we would have liked, but we do need to go ahead and get our expansion over here. In order for us to really maximize the use of this expansion, we need to run some public transport through here. So let's add one or two more streets. What I would do is let's go up to about there. There. And then what we can do is see if, no, come on, get out there. No. Too much. Drop that back. Bring that in, get it a bit of a turn there, up against the rail, and run it that way. I do like doing a bit of planning with regards to the towns, to make sure the towns do their thing here. This could eventually become a bridge, get us across there, and we could expand the town on the other side, of course, which I believe is starting to happen over here. So maybe what we'll do is actually expand it out from somewhere over there, so that there's a little bit of room for a bridge to come on in. What I will do, hang on, I'm gonna trim this out and I'm gonna try this for the first time. I want to take player ownership of this connection. So let's try and get that straight through here. There. So I'll go player ownership on this section. So we can now see if someone else is going to pop in here. So ultimately this could become a bridge or an underpass. So let's see if that does in fact become what happens. On this side though, no player ownership. No player ownership here. I'll do that and we'll see about hugging the rail. There we go. Okay, so that's just giving a little bit of guidance to the city in terms of how it should be expanding around this rail area here. I don't want us to have too much close proximity access here. So what I'll do is I'll add one more player ownership piece of road on this side. Something like that. And hopefully that will be sufficient. Let's move it a little bit further away, something like that, and then hopefully that will ultimately be sufficient for whatever we're trying to do here. Let's do that. We'll tie it in over here. We'll tie it in over there, and that's some player ownership there. Now we will just go to keep. Okay. If we go on next. So that should hopefully expand that area. That will help us out a little bit in terms of allowing for some room here. So they shouldn't be able to build their stuff on here. What I will also do is actually do a very similar thing over here, just quickly. Well, what we will do is let's expand our track to run our track straight through here first. Oh, a double track through there. Then I'm going to grab the road. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade a little section of, well, it's probably not what I'm after. Not upgrade that, but can we? So that's not actually going to work. What we could do instead is run it. Okay, so that's a little close by. Let's trim these back. We will do player ownership, yes. And what we'll do is can we get it a little closer here and make it nicer? Not really. Over there. Aha, there we go. That's the one we're going to do. We're going to do up to there. Tie that in. Run this guy close to it over here. Oh crap, that's not what I'm after. These can in fact be just keeping it like so. and we can that up there and tie it in there. Okay, so let's do that. On the same time, we're going to say keep whatever. We're going to just pop in there. There we go. So now we've got hopefully a little bit of room in this area. Now, don't pause it, get our public transport going. So public transport buildings, we're going to provide public transport stop over here, public transport stop over there, public transport stop in this location, and probably a public transport stop here. Okay, then let's give me a street. I'm gonna go with keep. We're gonna run street through there, and we're probably going to want to do this. There we go. So with that stop there, is there any other stops that we need to think about? One more stop there. Let's actually move that stop back that way. Perfect. That's awesome. So now there's some stops over here that'll help things out. That should do a nice job. So let's get a bit of a line going. Start there, go there, go there, there, and here, and finish it all off. You can go use any one of the platforms on this side. This is going to be the Worcester. Let's just do WC local. We'll slot that in. Buy a few buses. Just these guys. Do about 4 of them. And slot them onto the WC local. Start running. That's good. Now, train. We've got a fair bit of money. And I think it is about time that we start upgrading this line. This line should become a bigger guy that's going to run through all 3 of these stations. In order for us to do that, I'm going to quickly pause the game and upgrade this guy as well. Let's go ahead and configure. Okay, pause it for a second. I'm going to do that. Get rid of this. Okay. I'm going to pop into configure. We're going to grab ourselves these things. Please let the platform fit. Platform fits. Beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm not sure I'm going to get this track to work, but hopefully it will. Okay, so that's the upgrade. Ooh, that's not going to work though. It's not going to work. I'm going to just turn it back and acknowledge that I've lost my... Okay, so let's trim that back. Get our track set up. Starting on this side, which is going to be the more problematic one, I think. I really want to hug that as much as possible. I think that's probably about right. We'll do the other side also. Okay, excellent. And then I'll put my switch back in here. There we go. That should work. That means we're going to trim this back a little bit more. There we go. That should do the trick. Should be able to... Oof. It's a little tight around the bend there, but I don't think we're going to make that work more so than it is at the moment. So it's a little tight getting into town here. Get me some signals there and there. Probably do there and there as well. Can I squeeze some signals out here? I can. If we wanted to run it that way, signals for getting out. That's all good. This way, we'll have to double check with all these signals and things that way. So that should work for the time being. Stop the pause because I think we've got that set up. I do want the extra platform though. So let's start with the extra platform. We'll grab a little bit of MISC stuff in here. Let's just double up on our platform stuff there. And I believe Do we have anything there? We've got one over here to line up with. So people should at least be able to get from the one side to the other side, no problem. Now, that's good. So now we've got the extra platform ready to go here. And this line can now be effectively expanded. So let's manage, not the vehicle, the line. Let's actually manage the line. Okay, now from Colorado Springs, you will continue to Worcester. And then you'll go back to Colorado Springs. And each time, there is an option to do multiple platforms. You can do multiple platforms. Now, actually, this one should probably be, hang on. This one should be platform 1. I just want to move things over here and just double check. So which one is platform 1 then? Okay, and on the way back, you will do platform 2. Perfect. I think that's exactly right. These guys will start running through here. Now, we won't be able to necessarily bypass through there, and that's the interesting piece there. Okay, so that should be good. That's the expansion of that line. Now, what I'm pretty keen on at New Haven, you can do anyone. Okay, so what I'm now pretty keen on is now that we've got the line, what are the vehicles on the line? It's these guys, manage vehicles. So now, what I'm very keen on doing is getting this bad boy up to a more decent level. So let's look at a bit of a replacement. Can we go to Steam at a reasonable cost? Look at this guy. I can't possibly manage a speed like that. This is a little too pricey for us at this stage, but maybe one of these, the big boy. Look at that cost. Electric. Ooh. Yeah, but even the electric is going to be a little pricey, and that one's going to be a little pricey. So should we do the 442 Atlantic? Maybe that's just the one that we're going to do. What is our color scheme on this? It's a bit of a green color scheme. So let's go back into that green color scheme. Let's do that. And if we go to passenger wagons, I'm not sure that's the wagon we're after. We're only running that. So let's just run the Pullman and let's pop that up to about a 80. Actually, let's pop it up to 100 capacity. I think that's going to be sufficient. So let's do the replacement. The replacement is pretty pricey. So let's do that. There we go. Now, hopefully that means we're going to really start running these. Pretty slow out of the blocks, I can say. But it is going to be a little bit quicker. It can use a little bit more people. But that's our first steam train on the line. And I'm hoping that we get that up to Worcester and it's going to start picking up passengers. That's going to be pretty good. Are we starting to see passengers? We are. We've got 3 passengers ready to go. We've got the buses making their maneuvers through the city. I'm going to bring us more people over here. Excellent. That is a good job. We've got all of that. I do like that. That's pretty awesome. That's a pretty direct hit through there. Fort Worth has got 18 passengers ready to go. Let's just have a look at where our trains are at. These trains are yet again stuck one behind the other. I do wonder how that sometimes works. Pause it for a second. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a bit of an upgrade over here. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to trim out some of this stuff. I'm just going to get a little bit of room there. I'm going to trim out that. This should still all be sufficient. And I'm going to quickly clear out all of this just to get ready for a slightly better expansion over here. So I would like to do better platforms here. So let's expand the platform operation through here a little. It should be all good. There we go. So that should give us some further expansions to our tracks. get our slightly longer trains in here. I'm going to add yet another one there and add some more platforms on there. Awesome. That's going to be good. There we go. So now we've got a pretty decent setup over here. I will add a little bit of these kind of buildings. Nice. That's actually not bad. Let's do that. So that's looking a little bit better. Now this area is looking quite nice. Let's get out of there. That station is looking awesome. I am going to trim that back. And what I think I should do is either bridge that over or run that down. Let's quickly see. Can we run this down? I think that should be okay. There we go. And then I would like to tie you in over there. Perfect. So now it seems like we've done a pretty big little thing there. What I would like to see is these tracks running out a bridge through here. So let's bring that back a little bit more and see about a turn in here that is a little bit, potentially a little bit more in line with what we're after in the center is what I kind of where I want to go with it. So let's do that. Get me a track and give me a bridge structure. Oh, that I think that is awesome. Let's do that. Actually, you know what? Let's do two. I think two of them is going to be the most appropriate way of dealing with it. So let's do straight shot through there. Give me this one. Oh, beautiful. That's awesome. Similarly, let's do that. Similarly, let's do this one over here with that one. Perfect. And this bad boy over there. Tie this one in. So what I'm going to do now is hopefully get this guy somehow connected. Does not want to do that. It will do this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one in there. And I'm also going to run another one through there and see about tying it in. Still too much curvature, isn't it? There we go. Something like that. Is that okay? I think that'll work. I think that will work. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll tie that one in. And I need to run. Why do you hate me? Can we? That's quite interesting that it doesn't want to. There it does. There it goes. Do that. Where is this guy? over there. Cool, and just tie it in over there and provide a double slip there and a double slip over here. So that means that one is the worst of them all, but they can be used from either side. Just want to quickly do our signaling, and we need to trim back this again, do more signaling better here. We don't have a train hanging out in this area. I think I should be able to get it connected from about over there. That should be good. Okay. So this is where the rework comes in. Of course, we will constantly see rework like this because we will have improving technology, better facilities, all these kind of things. So that should help out the expansion of our town quite a lot. Let's just put our signals in here. Now, actually, what are we doing here? This is all one-way kind of traffic. So we'll do that, and that. And we will also do this over here and probably that over there to get all of these to work. That's okay. And once you're on here, the one thing that we forgot to do, this one will be able to use that to get out. So we can do this instead. And then that one needs to be in that direction. Why do I have this? Here we go. So that should work. That's going to be the area where they're going to switch over. And similarly, we're going to probably do a similar thing here then. So then it's going to be something like this instead. And then here, we would like you to go into that direction. And we'll do a bit of this. We'll do a bit of that. Probably do another one over here somewhere. And could we do one more? I think they're starting to get a little bit close together now. Okay, that's going to be all good there. Okay, keep running, keep running. So now you can see we've got a fairly big expansion over here. We've got some bigger trains going to start running to come in here. This guy, I'm hoping there's going to be a bit more traffic for that line, about a half a train, okay? What I'm also quite interested in doing is picking up a new one for these guys. So let's quickly see about managing this vehicle and do a bit of a planned replacement over here. So similarly, I would like us to run probably about the same thing, to be honest, but with a bigger train, right? Or are we? No, I don't think we're in a position to go with any of these. Look at that. Look at that yearly cost on this guy. This guy is much more manageable. I'm going to go with this guy. We're going to run the dark blue one here, and we're going to say add it. Plus the passenger wagons. We're just going to use these guys. 1, 2, probably 3 of them is going to be sufficient for these guys. And we're going to just say replace both of them for me, please. Thank you. So now we'll be able to run slightly more people on that line. Now, the question that that still needs to be answered is this one that's running slightly slower over here. Actually manage this line. Aha! We've got a bit of a problem. This guy should. Oh, we couldn't get out there. Okay. So what we'll need to do here is we will still need to do a bit of a crossover. Okay. Run me a crossover through there. Okay. Good. Similarly, I may need a crossover on this side as well. And this one, I'm just going to give it a stop in the station. Until we get the other one over there. Just so we can manage these things, get the line spacing going on a little bit better here. And then we'll go and have a look at what the Worcester demand is looking like. Guy's running through there. This guy is coming up behind it. Just pin that one for me, and then pin. I just want this guy to turn around first, and then we'll get the other guy up behind it. Oh. Yeah, just get out of there. Okay, I think all of that should now do the trick. But yeah, obviously things do get a little bit messy here, especially if your vehicles are running at different speeds. This guy gets a quick acceleration. These guys don't accelerate as quickly. But I do want to quickly pop up here and see. So now we've got a bit of demand going into both directions. That's good. We've got a train coming up over here. Is there a lot of people wanting to leave it? Yeah, absolutely. So I'm pretty keen to see if we're going to move a fair bit of stuff from here. The new Woolwell in Vancouver. Excellent. How many do you actually have on this train? What? Oh yeah, 49? That's enormous. Look at that. That's big money. That is big money, guys. That is big money. This town should start growing. We can also start bringing in some cargo. Food and machines is produced in New Haven. So as soon as we get New Haven supply management up a little bit, we can certainly start making a move over here. Still haven't... Oh! There is a house that's been built there. We'll see about the other side, though. Okay, that's starting to happen. Little one in here. You can make your way out. Only picks up like 6. Very limited demand. This guy's never going to make any money, so we better get ourselves out of there. Waiting for a free path. Hang on, what's the free path issue here? Oh, we don't have any signals. Okay. Get the signals sorted out. Get the signal sorted out. At the very least, we need some signals over here. Okay, so we're moving some signals into all along this stretch. Is of course what we would like to see. What we don't have is a switch. So let's get our switch going. There we go. Out and there and there. Let's just move these signals up a little bit that way, and we'll get rid of these two. Good. So now we've got signals all the way through here. This guy will need a signal to get out there. This guy, are we running? Yeah, let's just run it through here. We'll get out this way. That should do the trick, right? You'll be able to get out of there. Get out of there because before this guy blocks you again. Perfect. Get up to speed as quickly as you can to get away from... Why did you stop there? That's a bit of an interesting one. Oh, we've got multiple vehicles in very poor condition. Probably useful for us to have a look at an upgrade. Oh, really? Is this vehicle in poor condition? Mediocre. Perfect. Oh, 100 people on that line? Nice. Nice. Colorado Springs is really picking up some traffic here now. I like it. Can I have a quick look? Let's have a quick look at the lines. This train, right? If I want to manage the line, right? Manage the line, please. You could do any one of these, right? You could do any one of those, right? They're all okay. This one, similarly, you could do any one of those. Oh, absolutely, you could do 3. This one, you could do all 3 of them. That one at New Haven, you could do any one of them. I want to see. I think that's the way of doing it. Yeah, we can't get from this line onto this side though. So potentially what we could do is add a bit of track in here. Yes, that's beautiful. That'll sort us out. Nice. Look at this stuff. Look at this. Where are my trains? They are working. Are you full? Or not quite? Hopefully it'll get there. Are you full? Oh, so close to being full. This is going to be a massive payout, I think. 98 guys here. It's going to be a massive payout. Let's get it in here and see how that goes. I am happy with our new station. End of the line over here. We could do an airport in that spot there. This guy is expanding. I need to have a look at our public transport network in here. Here we go. Come on in. I hope this is the one they'll use last, right? What's that number? 2.5 million, 2.6 million on that one. That's awesome. And going back out at 100 passengers. You know what I'll do? I'll move these signals a little bit. But those signals, just move the signals, put them in here. Put one there, one there. One there, one there. They should be able to do all of this. And I'm just gonna just want to try and, yeah, I think that's probably a little cleaner. I know this is still a little, yeah, but I think that's a little cleaner like that. Guys are dipping down there. Awesome. More trains getting out this way. This guy, kind of wondering if I can move a little bit more with it. Let's quickly manage. Let's quickly upgrade this train. Let's set a replacement. So if we're looking for something like at 100 kilometers an hour, that's 80. That's 100. Tractive effort on these. Ooh, look at that power over there. Anything on electric? Should I run this guy? It's going to be quicker than the others, though. Do I go to this guy? Tractive effort. What was my tractive effort on my diesel guy? 125 tractive effort. This one is going to be less tractive effort. So getting away is going to be a bit of a challenge. Tractive effort here looks way better. So it's going to speed up very quickly. I think I'm going to run with this guy. This is a bit of an orangey color, so let's add that to the mix and see if that helps us out a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add cargo wagons, so these staked cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 of them should be okay. Let's do that. 7 of them. Okay, and we will run a replacement for it. Okay, so it chooses to use this one first. Doesn't really matter to me too much. 1.5 million, heading back out. It speeds up. It should speed up a little quicker than the other guys. Okay, excellent. More steam trains. Yeah, but what I need to do with these guys, before it gets out of hand, I need to run something in the other direction as well. This is another near Fort Worth line coming in, which is going to run practically empty. Coal mine is available. This is my fuel line coming in with almost no fuel. And this guy's coming in. Yeah, that's okay. I think that's going to be okay. Don't necessarily need everything to be running all the time. Okay, let's have a quick look at what's going on with the planning of this New Haven town, because we will need to start improving things a little over here. Potentially, can we look at some improvements here without... Wow, that's going to be pricey for us to do some of these upgrades, to say the least. Okay, so we will need to bear that in mind. Let's have a quick look at what our coverage is of our lines here. So the New Haven local line is not so much picking up. It's running that way, of course. So what I'll do is I will start adding an extra station here and there. I think those two should be okay. Let's do that. Let's add a couple of extra stations here. We'll add one station here, and we'll add one station up there, and we'll add them to the line. That should be good. It's still running through there. All good. Is this one? Yeah, I think this is all still appropriate. Let's just improve the line a little bit. So after Davis Street, I would like you to add that station there. And after Hickory Street, I would like you to add Meadow Street over there. That's going to be an expansion, hopefully get us some more people on there. I will quickly have a look at that line in terms of the vehicles that's on it. Manage those vehicles. Yes, let's do a bit of a replacement. Use these buses. Thank you. And I'd also like to add a couple of extra buses to the mix. Let's add maybe 4 of them and add them to the New Age local line there. So hopefully that'll run many more passengers through there. And I probably need to end this episode. Okay, good. That is looking good. We are probably way short on some of these things, especially the machines component. We really need a little bit more of that going on here. So what is in fact happening? Are we needing more vehicles on it? Okay, we are definitely going to bring in more of this, right? How much is here? So that line... Actually, we need to probably up our game with a number of these things. Let's quickly go and upgrade these. So manage vehicles on New Haven Food. Going to go with all of them. Very bad. Let's do a bit of a replacement for them. Cargo vehicles. The new Studebakers. We are running... what Probably the all cargo variety, because that guy is not going to bring in food for us. So let's do the all cargo variety. Let's run a quick replacement of them. So that should help things out a little bit. Then there's a different line here. Let's manage the vehicles on that line. I think we are running the Studebakers, but we should double up on the number here. So let's buy some Studebakers here. These guys, probably about another 4 of them. That's those and those. Yes, let's grab that, and we'll assign that to New Haven machines. And that should see that up its game a little bit. Okay, how's this going? Pretty good. No, not good at all, but hopefully it's going to see a bit more. Yeah, so it only generates about half the amount of food for the whatever the food input is, grain or whatever input that it's getting. Look at this. That line is going to be nice and full. It is probably full getting here too. Oh, not quite. But that should give us a fair bit of money on arrival. Nice, 2 million. And it'll be full on its way out. Continuing with the train coming in. Now it should be all good. You should be out of the way before this guy arrives. Oh, unless you wanted to do... Okay. That's all good. That guy, don't mind that. That's being delayed a little bit. It's needing a few more people. How many on this? 21 only. I'm hoping this will start making a little bit more money. Okay. I don't think that's the end of the world. If they wanted to go and build their houses on that side, I think that's going to be all good. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. I don't think that's going to be more farming. Yeah, more expansion here. I don't mind a lot of these things. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't think I'm going to expand this too much more. Maybe we'll put in an extra line on this side. But I think that's probably around what we're going to do with it. It is in the end of the line, so we don't need as many stops. This guy is not quite full, is it? Only about 41. Alright, let's really see it pull in. There we go. A little... Oh no, it shouldn't be. It's not really quicker. So 1.3 million. This guy, only 16. Now that's painful, really. But I think this whole setup is working a little bit better now. There's not a lot of delay here. Let's have a quick look at this guy. 100 coming in. That should be pretty decent money. And we'll need to start looking at some of our other options as well. I did the bypass over here. I can't remember if I did that on camera. This guy should be getting up and running. Hopefully there's enough demand and stuff over here. Oh, I could probably just double up on vehicles on this. Let's quickly have a look. Let's do that. Yeah, and I can do better vehicles as well. Let's manage these vehicles. Let's do a quick upgrade towards the Studebakers. They can do those and those. Yes, let's do that. Upgrade, and I'll add 2 more to it. I think 2 more Studebakers to that line is probably going to do the trick. Let's add 2 more of these Studebakers to it. It's probably going to be useful. New Haven... actually, no. Fort Worth planks. Get onto Fort Worth planks, please. Good stuff. I think that's okay. We could do a bit of a bypass through here, to be honest, if we wanted to streamline that operation. But for the time being, I don't think that's necessary. Our money is looking okay. We are starting to see those bars coming back up after a bit of a dip because of our line expansion works. This guy is nice and busy. So yeah, this line should start becoming quite profitable for us. Quite profitable. These guys, lots of passengers getting on here, and we may need an extra bus or two, but I think that's all good. Guys, I'm going to put a cut in that in the episode, in the series. This is the end of the episode. Things are looking pretty good. How's our stuff coming in? Yeah, pretty good. We probably need to start paying a bit more attention to some of our food production pieces over here. But yeah, things are starting to look pretty nicely here. Got pretty decent connections now. So that's awesome, and our demands are all good. And look at all of these nice little buildings. Not a big fan of the neon signs there, but all good, all good. Excellent. That's good. That is really good. This is still pretty low, though. We do need to increase our demand over here somehow. Potentially, what we need to do is just expand the line over here to Vancouver and then up to Elizabeth, something like that. We could then at some point run a crossover line over here somewhere. It runs through there from Vancouver through here into Colorado Springs instead, something like that, so that we can move some of these things over that way. Of course, we could also move some more fuel, because this guy, I think, has enough that it's got. We can then certainly start moving a little bit more over here. And that could just be... Do we have a cargo station? We do. The cargo station doesn't necessarily go to the places it needs to go. If I look at this, yeah, probably doesn't do that. The goods demands. So it's over here where we need the fuel. That connected? Not quite. Not quite. Maybe if we connect through here somewhere, we can get a little bit of a better connection. But anyway, that will be the plan for the next episode. And while we're at it, sorry, I keep thinking, ooh, let's do this, let's do that. Let's tie that in there. Let's run an extra line this way, and you know what I'd like to do? Ooh, let's do that, and for a little bit of interest, we'll run it through there. Yeah, New Haven sawmill. Interesting. So now we've got a sawmill that's popped up somewhere over here. There it is. So we could. So we've got multiple sawmills here now. That's why I'm saying we don't need to worry too much about some of these industries. They do replace quite regularly. Let me also add a little bit more over here. Bit of this, do a bit of that. There we go. And we could actually run that through there. Some more stuff coming in. Okay, so this is a little bit boring, gritty-like stuff here, but hopefully that gives us a little bit more room for expansion. I'm thinking airport over in here in the future. At the moment, things are still pretty slow on some of these things. And we still need to expand a bit. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!